Hi everyone, I'm using the Crow Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose some cards from the Crow Tarot. One from the Gods, Goddesses and Angels. There we have a card just flown out there, and also this card wants to come out as well. So I'm asking for a message for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video. They are very, very chatty, these cards, just like the crows. There we have the Lovers. So we have the cards that jumped out with the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Base of the pack we have the Lovers, the Four of Wands. Wow, I'm getting the chills with this reading. The Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. So beautiful cards. We have the Emperor. This card is the card of Aries, and Aries is in the North Node. That's the direction where we are all traveling to. That's the nodes of destiny. So we're being asked to master our life, master our thoughts, our emotions, our behaviors, our words, and creating the empire which we would love to live in. This is the divine masculine, and today the Mars, the ruler of Aries, is squaring Jupiter. So squares attention. So with Mars and Jupiter squaring each other, we could overdo things. We could make problems where there are none. So just a reminder today, if we start doing that, to bring ourselves back, because the Emperor is all the kings in their virtues, our divine masculine in our virtue. If we are starting to make problems, make conversations that are going to cause some kind of conflict, we know we've come out of alignment today. The Ace of Swords. This is new epiphanies coming in, downloads flowing in. We have Libra, the moon in Libra all day, and the moon is our feelings. So Libra is the sign of balance, of harmony. The moon is in a beautiful trine with Mars and Venus today. So really balancing ourselves, really checking in on our feelings today, making sure that we're not tipping in we may be tipping into some anger or some frustration, to take a step back, to allow ourselves to open up to the downpouring of divine intelligence that's coming through now. We are really connecting with our higher self, and our higher self is guiding us through our ascension, bringing in these beautiful energy of epiphanies. Then we have the Ten of Cups, and you can see the two crows sat there with the babies in the nest. The Ten of Cups all overflowing to the point where it's creating a beautiful rainbow. So when we're in that beautiful alignment, our chakras are all beautifully aligned, and the sunflowers there, bringing in new beginnings, bringing in abundance. So as we're moving through this energy, listening to those higher thoughts, and with this I'm seeing that the timelines that we're constantly shape-shifting onto and through, when we make those unconscious decisions, we create a timeline that is unconscious, that will create some karma and some conflict that we have to move through. When we stay in this beautiful alignment, mastering our thoughts, words, behaviours, we create this beautiful energy of the highest timeline, and this is where we're moving to. And the 10 of Cups is our spiritual life as well as our sacredness. So when we see the sacredness within us and the sacredness within everyone in our life, we start to create this, and the rainbows always come through with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So when we master ourselves, this is what we achieve, this is what we manifest in our lives. And as we're moving through these different timelines, every time we choose a positive, empowering word, compassionate word, a loving word, loving thoughts, being compassionate in how we move ourselves, and the energy that we emanate creates this beautiful energy of complete happiness on every level emotionally. Once we master our thoughts, cultivate, then we master our emotions, allowing them to become calm. Then we move in alignment with our head and our heart, and we start to create pure joy in our lives, constantly stepping into the new timeline of expansion, of upliftment. And there we are, the lovers moving into that time. We've got Mars and Venus so close today, and has been in that conjunction. So it's examining ourselves and our view in our relationships, and if we're projecting anything onto our relationships that's making us sad, because that is us giving our power away. That is us with the thoughts that we're feeling and the expectations that we may have. We start to rob ourselves of happiness and love. So it's looking into the lovers. They are both, they're perching on that one heart with the sun shining, and so this is balancing of our divine masculine and divine feminine, which keeps coming through in every reading. Once we balance ourselves and we are filled with self-love and love, then we start to create that in all our relationships. And it's not saying yes to everything, it's standing firm in our authenticity, first making sure our cups are full before we can pour our love into anyone else. So it's being mindful that we are staying on our path. We're not going into over pleasing. This is Libra, the moon in Libra today, that we don't go into the shadow of over pleasing or feeling guilty about saying no, or we really set the example of self-love, making sure our cups are full, creating this beautiful energy of love all around us. Even when we're saying no, it's standing in our authenticity. There we have the Four of Wands. I love this card. I always feel excited when I see this card. This is the 1111 gateway. So we're moving through this gateway into a time of pure joy, of abundance and happiness. Then we have the Queen of Cups, really connecting with our mysticism, with our intuition, allowing our intuition to guide us in a beautiful and loving way, realizing that we're moving through these timelines and shape-shifting through these timelines to make sure that we're in our highest connection with our higher mind. And this is where Mars and Venus are in Aquarius, in the higher mind, in the higher consciousness. So we're choosing the thoughts and feelings of pure love that will manifest, will heal our bodies, bring ourselves into alignment and manifest it within our lives. And then we have the King of Wands, and you can see him. This is the divine masculine, there, the lion with the crow on his head, with the rose coming from his wand, the infinity symbol, the sun, the San Mandela, and these are all signs of strength, but strength in gentleness and compassion. And the King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot. So this is a time of really focusing on our passion, and this is the card of Aries. It's this new energy that's coming in, standing firm in what really does create that passion within us in an aligned way. In the infinity symbol, we are in the 8th year, so this is all around this energy of the number 8, the numerological activation of the 8th year coming through, giving us that strength to walk our authentic path, to not have to lean on anyone else, to not have to fit in with anyone else, to not have to agree to do things that really are not making us happy and that will drain us. And we are coming into this conjunction tomorrow, the Mercury, Saturn and the Sun all coming into conjunction tomorrow, ready for the 29th, so the 28th, this powerful conjunction in Pisces. So the Sun, Saturn and Mercury. Mercury, our planet of communication, can communicate with the gods, can communicate with it up on any level. The Saturn, the planet of our karma, our teacher, that just moves in between this realm and the realm of the infinite. So asking us to really use our voice to create the most beautiful life for ourselves by using our words, which are spells. However we speak, we are speaking and telling everyone about ourselves. So Mercury is the magician in the tarot. Saturn is the world in the tarot. So these two, the magician and the world, they're telling us the world is our oyster. We can create using our words from our heart, not by any pretense, being truly authentic and showing, allowing our hearts to open and allowing all our words to come from our hearts. So tomorrow is this powerful conjunction, and it is the Mercury is in 9 degrees, Saturn is in 9 degrees of the Sun. So it's 999. So this is powerful completion. Our words are sealing our life, our reality tomorrow. So making sure we really do a meditation and allow all those words that are stuck in our throat chakra, that are not helping anyone, that are really creating anger within our bodies, calling in Archangel Michael to really cut cords now from past lives, people, places that are not relevant for our soul journey. And taking that time to cut cards today and tomorrow, ready for the 29th. And the 29th is the day of the leap year. It's a day outside of space and time. It's a very powerful day. So we're moving through this portal at the end of February to really listen to how we're communicating with ourselves and others. What are we allowing in our bodies? What kind of communications are we listening to? Are the words uplifting us, or are they creating fear within us? To really start to shift away from that they're the lower timelines. That's the third dimension. We're moving up through the dimensions, and in order to move through the dimensions, into the higher ones, we have to speak the language. We have to be able to articulate from our hearts, not from illusions of the mind and illusions of what may be going on in the outside world, but from the pureness of our hearts. The message from the God-Goddesses and angels. Oh, it's the angel of union. Beautiful time of love. Focus on love. Let go of fears to do with love. Allow other people to let off steam without us taking offence and taking it personal and making it everything all about ourselves. It's a time of this beautiful union. Look at that card. This is a wonderful balancing of the divine masculine and the divine feminine that we're all moving through, that we have never been at this point before. We're moving up through the timelines and coming back into and remembering Atlantis and remembering Lemuria, in those beautiful times of peace and love and powerful healing. So we're moving back up into those states of being. Allow anything over today, tomorrow, maybe write and burn on anything that may be causing any kind of irritation. Because that irritation, we start to think things and we feel it, and then it starts to create imbalance within our physical bodies. So if it's getting strong, to do some inner cleansing, to write and burn, to put the amethyst that keeps coming through in our water and drinking our water with the amethyst in it, making sure you don't swallow it but drinking it. So the amethyst, the frequency of amethyst will transmute any of those emotions, helping us to alchemize and move into our higher states of consciousness, of freedom, of sovereignty, of pure joy. So a wonderful time that we are embarking on and moving into. All we have to do is control our own thoughts, our emotions, our behaviours, constantly choosing thoughts that bring life into our bodies, that bring life into our reality. Feelings that uplift us, because as we choose those feelings that uplift us, we start to raise up in frequency. So tomorrow, a powerful day of that conjunction of Mars, the communicator, Saturn, the planet, the father planet, the divine masculine that just moves at the end of our solar system, connecting to infinity, bringing through those messages from infinity and beyond into our reality, looking at where we can create karma for ourselves. And when we go into conflict, when we go into negative thinking, when we go into judgment of others or ourselves, that then we start to create karmic lessons. So this is all clear to us now. We don't need to choose that any longer. We don't need to ponder on what anybody else is doing or whatever. We can just move into choosing the thoughts that we wish to grow in our reality, the words, using our words as our spells, because that's what they are. Spelling and weaving our magic in our reality is so beautiful, uplifting. So I'm sending you so much love and healing to anyone who is still going through some releasing, because I know that is still happening. But at the end of the releasing, if anybody's going through any kind of dark night of the soul, know that you've got a high calling, and once we come out of that dark night of the soul, things are just so bright for us. So wherever you are on your path, know Know in your heart and believe in your heart that there is a beautiful life waiting for us. We only have to choose to connect with it, attune with it, align with it. We have all the support of heaven all around us, our loved ones, our heavenly angels, the archangels, guiding us into this beautiful time of love, of beautiful and sacred union, first within and then in all our relationships. So I'm sending so much love and thank you for listening. God bless. Thank you.